That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Everything at Random. It's your lovely host, Jonathan, aka JR, as most of you know me as. But I'm gonna talk about something today that we always if you ever been in different situations in your life and you always been painted a certain way, you're gonna feel this. This has been weighing heavy on me because I always look back at my past or how people talk about me and portray me. And I'm not just talking about in one certain way or certain people, group of people. I'm just talking about in general. Like, you ever sit back and realize that somehow you have been cast the villain, the bad guy in someone else's life? You know what I mean? Like, you woke up one day, checked your inbox, and suddenly, boom, you're the bad guy in a story you didn't even know you were in. Okay? And sometimes you do. You kind of do know the story that you're in, but I'm the fucking bad guy. I'm not just talking about in relationships. I mean, family, friends, people who just don't fuck with you anymore because you didn't do exactly what you wanted or what they wanted you to do. You get what I'm saying? So today we're going to be talking about that art of playing the villain, whether you chose the role or not. Because at the end of the day, people don't want the truth. They just want a good story. So let's get into it. We all have that one person in the family that swears they did everything for you. And the moment you don't play by their rules, they turn around and say you're ungrateful, you don't appreciate them, and you don't do enough. And look, I admit it, I'm not fucking perfect. Oh my God, I'm not fucking perfect. But maybe I didn't do enough for this family member. And you know what I'm talking about. If you listen to my shit, when I was out in Texas, they just automatically just made moves and just put me in a position that kind of fucked me over. Okay. Maybe I wasn't bending over backwards every second to prove my loyalty to them or my love to them. But you know what? I did what I could. And what I said I was going to do, I did it. This was someone who hyped me up about coming out there and I got you. We're going to make it happen together. Yo, just stay along with me. I'm going to hold you down. And then out of nowhere, they flipped. One day it's, I'm here for you. The next day it's figure out your own shit. And they sent it to me in a message that AI wrote. And they talked to me like as if I was a coworker, not a family member. But guess what? And after all that, and when you know what I mean, like after everything happens, you know what they're gonna call me? I'm the villain. I'm the bad guy. I'm the shitty person. I'm the ungrateful one. Now I'm the problem. Let's not even talk about, I mentioned it, her fucking piece of shit kids. All right. Straight up menace to society. Okay. Disrespectful, messy, no accountability, just vibes and entitlement. Okay. But somehow I was the fucking issue. It made me realize sometimes people will set you up to fail just to blame you for it later on. You know what I mean? They put you in these positions so they can just throw it all on you. They don't actually want to see you do better. They just want to keep you under their thumb. And the second you push back or you start doing better for yourself, you become the problem. And if I'm the villain in that story, so be it. And that's going to be my thing right now. If I'm the villain in your story, so fucking be it. Okay? Or let's move on. If you ever had a friend who decided that because you're not doing things their way, suddenly you're not a real friend anymore. I had a real good friend who started acting like I was the bad guy or the villain in their story because I didn't invite him to hang out with me in a different group of friends. That I excluded him from these things. Like somehow that meant I was fake or I was keeping him away from this exclusive VIP group of fucking people. No, bro. Maybe I just don't want to mix my circles. Because you have those friends that you hang out with outside, work, text. You know what I mean? You have all these different groups. It's different dynamics. You just want to enjoy those different dynamics without having to blend everyone into that one big friendship fucking casserole. Because you don't know how everybody's going to react. But the second I didn't conform to his expectations, I become the villain. I understand maybe you do that for me, but maybe I have like different groups of friends and different people. I didn't meet everybody that you met. You know what I mean? But because I didn't conform, this is what I get. Oh, you act different around them? Oh, so I'm not cool enough for your other friends? Or you just be forgetting about me, bro. It's not even like that. I just have different relationships with different people, and instead of accepting that, he painted me as some like gatekeeping fucking asshole, when in reality I was just living my life. That's it. And that's what I learned. Like, some people don't want a friend, they want ownership. They want to control how and when you engage with them. And the moment you don't follow the script, you flip it, they're mad at you. And doesn't mean I don't appreciate the friendship that we do have, or I look at you in a different way. I just don't mix friends sometimes. And when what's funny? When I try to do that, that friend surprisingly never has fucking time or doesn't answer their phone. But guess what? Once again, in that story, I'm the villain. So be it. Next one is, you ever call someone out on their bullshit and suddenly you're the one who's toxic? Like, I don't get it. If I sit back and take it, I'm a fucking pushover, right? But the second I hold someone accountable, I'm an asshole. I had a situation where I knew this person was, shady and straight up manipulating people, gaslighting, lying, And a gaslighter knows a gaslighter. A liar knows a liar. And the moment I said, yo, that's fucked up, they flipped the script on me. Suddenly I was the one who was negative. Suddenly I was causing drama. Nah, I wasn't doing that. Nah, I was just calling it for what it is. All right. And you know what I realized? People don't like accountability. They don't. They like comfort. They want to be told that they're right even when they're dead fucking wrong. And if they're the type of person who tells you the truth instead of sugarcoating shit, congratulations. You're now a villain in their world. Okay? Just remember that. Once you start doing this thing where you start being a little bit more honest and stop sugarcoating shit for people and telling them, I don't like to mix friends. I don't like how you do things. Family members, I don't fuck with you because this is how you react, or this is how your kids are, this is how your family is. You're the dick. You know what I mean? As soon as you start standing up for yourself and saying these things out loud without hesitation, you're going to be painted as a villain. And I know you've probably been in relationships, friendships, situationships, family shit, whatever ships that you've been in. There's been times that you've been painted as a villain. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I know that I'm not the greatest person, but I know when you tell people, like in my past relationships or my past friendships, are you serious that I was that bad? I was that manipulative? I did these things intentional? Because we all know that we do things in certain ways so that we don't hurt other people. And now I'm trying my best to be honest and upfront with things, and still that hurts people. So no matter what you do, especially if you stand up for yourself and you tell people how, what you see and how it is, be ready. You're going to be painted the fucking villain. Now let's keep it real. I know I fucked up before. Maybe sometimes I actually was the villain. You know what I mean? Maybe I didn't communicate well. Maybe I said some shit that cut too deep. Maybe I could have handled things a little bit better. But the thing is, I'm growing. I'm changing. The problem is, people rarely update their perception of you. Because once you're painted the villain, that's it. That's who you are. That's who you'll ever, and that's all you'll ever be. They don't see anything different. They don't see the small little things that you do to change, to maybe be a little bit more honest, or maybe not say too much, or maybe not say anything at all. You know what I mean? Like, these are the choices you make sometimes, and you change and you grow, but they're always going to view you in this certain way. You could have learned from your mistakes, evolved, but they'll never let you move past your villain, your bad guy persona that they have painted. And sometimes they paint it to their friends, their family, their other loved ones, their significant others, when they go on into new relationships. And it's crazy that they do that. And the part that sucks the most is when people keep you trapped in that version of yourself that they need you to be, so they don't have to question their own actions. It's fucking sad. It's tragic. I was that bad? Did you not realize some of the things you did, some of the things you said, the positions that you put us in? So if I'm the villain in their story, let it be. You know what I mean? It's like, what else can I do? At the end of the day, the only story that matters, really the only story that matters, is the one I tell myself, the one you tell yourself. If someone wants to paint you the villain, let them. Fuck it. What's the point of trying to justify like how you react or how you change or whatever you did? If they want to hold onto a version of you that no longer exists, let them. If they refuse to acknowledge their role in things, that's on them. Because here's what I've learned. You don't have to fight to change someone's opinion of you. You don't have to prove anything to the people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Let them believe what they want. Because while they're stuck in the past, you're out here building your future. And unfortunately, it's not going to be with them. You can be on to bigger and better things. When they're worried about those friendships or these little things or something that you said in the past or something you said and they don't. Here's the thing. Sometimes it comes from love, being honest. And it comes, even sometimes when you played the villain, it came from love. If you ever been the villain in someone else's story, you're not alone. We've all played that role at some point, okay? And maybe, just maybe, it's not about being the bad guy. It's about being the main character in your own damn life. That's all you had to focus on. And if that makes me the villain, like I'm focused on me, being selfish in certain ways to look out for me and be true to myself, that makes me a villain, then you know what I'm going to say. Then let it be. I'll be the best damn villain I can be then. So I just leave you with the fact that like you're gonna grow from this and you're gonna change, and if they don't want to see you any different, so be it. So all my fellow villains, my fellow bad guys, bad girls, just keep on doing your thing, because as long as you're growing, you're doing better, and you're learning from your mistakes, it's gonna make you a better person. While they're still stuck with who they think they knew. So like, subscribe, share, let other fucking people know what the fuck I'm talking about here.